In a time not so long ago, one man rose from having little to becoming the man, owner of a vast oil empire just outside Frontier City. Once he had control of all the city's oil, he sealed the city's gates and shut the city down. During that time, war broke out between the citizens of the city and the corrupt city government trying to control its people. Many didn't survive the war, and those who did were growing hungry and desperate. When word came that the man who once doomed the city to destruction now offered a way of escape, people fled to a place that could bring them peace once more, a secret tunnel that would lead them to a tent city outside the walls. This is Oil Tycoon, the Exodus.
Is that the last of them? All right, we'll get going. Get these buses out of here, get these people to safety. Well, these are the last two bus loads of civilians escaping the city. They're going to live out here in the desert with us in right now a temporary tent community until we get the city built. We're actually going to build our own city outside the wall. A lot of them are helping us out at the oil refinery. We're trading with neighboring towns. That's how we're making all of our money. We're shipping our oil by train because we control the train. So we're hauling it to the nearby cities to trade with them, and in the future we're going to actually ship in dirt from neighboring areas and start building fields out here so we can have our own crops to survive on. But let's get these civilians dropped off at this tent community. All right, that should be the last of them. Now we're going to park these buses back at the barn, and we will get started in the morning. Well, good morning. Welcome back into Frontier Oil Tycoon as we do the Exodus. We have rescued a lot of the people from the city that just couldn't stand living there anymore after war broke out. So they're living out here now with us, and we're going to try to get some pallets brought down to our production to be able to produce more oil so we can get some farm equipment in. We're a little low on funds right now. We're down to just 114,000, and well, it takes a lot to operate this community out here. So let's get some pallets loaded. As you can tell, we have done some improvements. We've been able to put this train station in here to be able to store some grain and crops that we've been living off of right now. But we got these pallets that we've shipped in, and we got a couple different pieces of road building equipment. We're going to need to build some roads to be able to try to get some more houses built. You know, nobody wants to live in those tents forever. So I will go grab our loader here and get these loaded up onto the truck. I know we have been away a while with this Frontier series. Now, it was received very well, so we decided, you know what, it's time to bring it back to try to conclude this series. As we left off, the man had just bought all the oil rights out here outside of the wall and shut down the city. So now we're trying to make right for what we'd done previous and try to help out those who wanted to get out of the tyranny of the city. But, you know, we don't really have much food out here, so we have to try to do everything we can to be able to make ends meet by trading with neighboring cities. So that's what we're doing. We'll get in the truck here and we will take some pallets in to be able to produce more oil, to be able to ship by the train, to be able to trade for some grains. So better strap those in so we don't flip them over. But let me get them in to the refinery. As you can see, there's a lot of people working here now. Those people that have moved out of the city, they're actually working out here at the refinery and helping with the different things here. So it's really helped out a lot, but let me get these dropped off. Looks like we've already produced several barrels of oil. We'll be able to load those up and take them and load them up on the train. I was really hoping these would be bigger than this, but they're only 500 liters apiece. Oh well, we'll take them to the train. Got 5,000 liters on board. Load these up on it and take the rest of the pallets off. All right, let's get this construction equipment offloaded from the train. Oops, I got one more strap to take off. There we go. Then we can get the train sent to the neighboring town and sell off that oil we've already barreled up. Got another load on a flatbed that we can also take to another neighboring town. Let me get the road grader off here, and then we'll send the train. We got 10 barrels, so 5,000 liters, which isn't too awful bad. I mean, the price of oil is really good. But as we go up here, I will show you our new production we put in. Train fired up. But we got rid of the old limestone mills that we had, and we put in a new stone factory. And we'll also be able to create lime with that, but we can also do some cement blocks, some planks, to be able to build our housing. That right up there on the right, that is our new limestone factory. We're going to use that. But let me send the train to the neighboring town, sell off these 5,000 liters of motor oil, and then we will also go back and we have a flatbed load that we will send to a different town. Well, we ended up with $19,000 to rent that train ever since we took it over. But we made, looks like, just right around $40,000 for those 5,000 liters, and this is a bigger load yet. So we're going to take this to another town. Unfortunately, we're going to have to probably buy more pallets. So we'll bring a load of pallets back with us. But that should, woo, if I don't tip it over. I forgot how much weight that really is back there. We still own the old iron ore mine, and it's got stones down there that it produces with the iron ore. We need to get down there, get a load of stones out. We got to try to sneak in because, of course, that is through our secret passageway. But we'll take the load of rocks to our new limestone production. Let me get this sold off. Oh, we made $67,000 off that. That was pretty good. We got another 8,000 liters of pallets here. We'll get them back to the factory. We're going to load up some motor oil because our production down there at the iron ore mine, it takes oil. So we need to get some down there. We'll run it down and hopefully have somebody follow us in the semi so we can load out the rocks. So we'll get this dropped off and get some motor oil loaded up. Well, I'm hoping this will be enough pallets to keep them busy for a long time. We still have several more barrels of motor oil. Could start switching it over and start producing some other kinds of fuels. Right now, you know, the motor oil is paying really good, and we kind of need it. There, that should be plenty. We don't want to take too much because we don't need a whole lot. Well, let me run this down. We'll get the guy in the truck to follow us, and we'll see you down at the mill. With so many people living outside the wall now, we really need to get some more buildings built. I'm sure they're all tired of living in the tents. Ooh, hope I don't get hung up on those tracks. First time I took this thing across them. We got plenty of land out here. I'm going to try to get some dirt hauled in and start tilling up this ground, blend the dirt with the sand, and hopefully it'll produce some crops. Something to feed the community with. But let's get up here and get through our tunnel. Hopefully the guy driving the truck can handle it just fine. Here we go. Into the city. Come on, as long as it can pull this hill. Ooh, I might need a boost from that truck. So close behind me. Alright, let me get this gate open and get on in. Yeah, I think he's going to make it. He's doing just fine. As long as we get through the gate, we're in. Let me run back to the mine and get this oil dropped off and have him grab a load of rock. Alright, I believe this is the barrel, or the big barrel that we put the little barrels in. Yep, it's taking it. Good. Hopefully there's a semi still. Oh, he followed me perfectly. Good. Alright, well, I'll shut this off and I will grab the truck and we'll run it down, pick up the stones, fire him, and right down here. Hopefully we can get back in. We still have all this iron ore to load out too, but stones is kind of what we need most. I mean, we could make some money off the iron ore. With the stones, we can get building those new planks of cement so we can start construction on new housing. I mean, we'll make some money off the housing too, because, you know, the people living in them will be paying rent. And maybe eventually we'll get to the point where neighboring communities will want to stay in either hotels or different things here. But let me load this up and we'll head out of here and get back on the other side of the wall. All right, that did take a little while to load up, but we are loaded, 48,000 liters. We'll hop in here and we'll get this thing back to the other side, and we will load this into our production and see how good it does at producing something with these rocks. I haven't even checked to see if it needs anything else. I mean, I know some productions need water. This one might, which of course if it does, we're going to have to put in some kind of oil production, not oil, water. I don't know if I said oil, but it's water that I mean. We're going to have to find maybe some places where we can dig in the ground to find an underground water well of some kind. Because with all the people living outside now, we're going to need more water. And our little tank that we have now is not going to cut it. So, but let me get this, looks like a small load in that trailer. Get this load back and we'll get it started up. Well, I just checked, and the good news is it only needs the stones. There's no water needed or anything. We got stone blocks, we got stone slabs we can do. Of course, we can still make limestone, which we don't really need anymore except for maybe a money maker. We can also do some statues. So right now we need to do the stone blocks for our own city we're building. Let me get this loaded off here. We will figure out stone blocks turned on. And that looks, actually don't look like it holds a whole lot anyhow. We're half full on stones. So that's not too bad. Of course, every stone makes 2 blocks. That's really well. I really like that. I mean, we could maybe eventually make some statues to sell after we get some of the blocks in. We'll do that. Blocks for now, statues later to make some money. All right. I think we'll go collect some sand that we have along some of our property, and we'll go sell it and trade it for dirt. Most people want sand, they have dirt, so it sounds like a good trade. Plus we'll make a little bit of money from it. Let's clean up all this area up here on our right. So much along these little travel ways that we have plenty of sand to get rid of. So we'll do that, sell it, bring back dirt, and start using it to start setting up for some fields. If I can remember how to turn this thing on, been a while since I've used it. There, perfect, now it's loading up. All right, let me finish loading this and we'll go sell it. The sand sure fills up fast. I already got 1,000,000 liters in here. So let me go sell this and come back with a load of dirt, get it dumped off, and hopefully we'll have it spread soon and be able to turn it into a field. We need to come out here to our left and start building some housing someday down the road, but right now they're going to have to live in the tents until we get some of those bricks made. But let me go sell this and see what we come up with and see how good of a trade we can get with some dirt. Well, we made a pretty good deal. They didn't even charge us for the dirt. They just gave it to us, but still paid us for the sand. So that is a good trade. Of course, I'm sure that's not going to keep working that way. Eventually they're going to want money. Woohoo! I also don't know how much dirt it's going to take out here to blend in with the sand to actually make it fertile enough to use. But oh by golly, I have got to get this sand out here picked up too. I'm going to flip this thing over. But I think we're going to start doing the fields on the other side of the tracks, or the other side of this road next to the tracks. So I'm just going to pull off here, go across, make a big pile of dirt. Now we can get some spreading equipment, spread it. Of course, you know, 1,000,000 liters, it's really going to make a pretty good size pile, a lot bigger than what the trailer is. But I will go grab some more sand and come back and drop off more dirt. Actually, this dirt's going to be, that's a lot of dirt in there. This might be enough dirt to last quite a while. Didn't seem like we hauled that much sand away, but definitely bringing in a lot of dirt. I'll do this, haul some more sand, and make some more money. So we'll see you in a little while. Well, we have enough sand sold off and we got enough dirt hauled in to be able to start building our fields, making some fertile ground. We need some water. And when they were putting in this new silo system here, they dug the footings in and they did hit an underground well. So we're going to try to place a water production right here to be able to pull water out of the ground for both our fields and our community over there. So let's get building. This is what we're going to get, this water pumping station. It will need some diesel. So we will have to come and try to get some diesel here, trying to figure out how I want to make it to where we can load out easy. Try to use the same road that we had already started. There. Off here, and yeah, it didn't mess up the ground much. Pretty level. Now we just got to get some diesel in here to start pumping it out of the ground and into our storage tank. I don't even think we even have any diesel turned on. Yeah, we do. We have diesel turned on over in our old oil production. Let me get some of that brought over. Well, we should have plenty of diesel over here. That's really all it's used for, is to produce diesel. If I can hit the right hit point. There we go. Take all we have here, and we have some more barrels over there of it. We'll fill this up and take it over there and see if we can start pumping water out. Well, it had 23,000 liters, not counting these tanks here, so that should be more than enough. Let me run this over and start pumping that water. I think we actually have some back here, some stone blocks ready. Let me drive back there and see on our way. Yes, oh yeah, 3 pallets already. I'm not sure how many it'll hold, but I already have 3. Might have more in the factory. So we'll load those up and get them over and start building our housing community. Go get the diesel. Oh, it did not take very much. Is that really all it's going to take? Holy moly. That's not much. Yeah, it's full. 10,000 liters. Be able to just hold this in here right now. If not, we can sell it later. Water's already being produced. So perfect. Let me go grab those stone blocks and take them over to where the tent community is right now. Get these 3 loaded on. See if any more spawns out. I kind of don't think it will. Whoop. It was not the right button to load it. There we go. Loaded. See if any more. Doesn't look like it, which I don't know if... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's enough in there to make another one anyhow. I'll take these over, and well, that should do it for this episode here on Oil Tycoon. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to slap that like button. And hopefully by the next time you see me, I will have some of that dirt spread out and have some fields plowed. So until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.